Hey guys, Michael here with Pure Pursuit Automotive. We're going to do an interior features video here of our 2013 911 Carrera 4. I'm going to start off down here. Since it's a cabriolet, we have our controls down here. This is to lower the top. This is to raise the top. This button here is for the windscreen. So when the top is down, this windscreen unfolds and helps keep the wind from blowing around in the cabin too much, so that way your hair is not blowing around. This button here is to raise and lower the rear spoiler. When the red light is on, the spoiler is currently up. We have our automatic stop-start button here. When the red light is on, it means the stop-start system is off. Now the stop-start system will cut the engine out when you're stopped at stoplights and traffic. That way you save fuel. We have our sport button here. When it's on, the light is red. It does a number of things, stiffens up the suspension as well as makes the transmission shift a little bit quicker. And here, if you hold down the traction control off button for a second, it'll tell you the traction control is off, letting you know that so you know to be careful. Move on up here, we'll look at some of the HVAC controls. You have driver side, passenger side, both have heated front seats. We'll move on up here to the navigation and media center. Start off here, you have your simple radio controls, several different sources. You can use your AM, FM satellite, your disc, jukebox. Now jukebox is your own music stored onto the vehicle. You have your auxiliary cord as well as your auxiliary Bluetooth. Moving on, we'll go to our phone section. Now I have my phone currently connected. And there's a lot of different functions you can use here. So you can dial numbers, you can access your phone book. Your phone will automatically download all the contacts. You also can see your previous calls and receive calls. That way you don't have to go searching around for people. Move over here to the navigation and maps. Navigation. So you can enter your addresses, you can store addresses, you can also access previous destinations as well as points of interest in the area you are. Go on to the map here. So the map will show you some points of interest such as gas, national parks, libraries, hospitals, things like that will pop up on your screen here. You can zoom in as much as you like. Here, under the car section, there are several different metrics you can use to judge your speed, your distance, your consumption based on your travel time. So since you can do it, it'll do it since your last time you start the vehicle or your total trip. You can get an idea of what kind of gas mileage you're getting, and that way you can really keep up with it. Down here to options, you can set your own personal options, which is great. So that way you set the options to the key. So the key knows, hey, this is key fob 1. We'll set the settings to this. The seat settings, all those things can be set right here. Now move on up here to the gauge cluster and steering wheel. We'll start off right here. As you can notice, this gauge here, you can access almost every function you can access here in the center console. So as you can see, we have our audio there, and it gives you your time and date, of course. And in order to scroll through those options, there's a stalk down here. It's got instructions on it: up, down, select, back. So we'll simply go through them. You have your phone there. You can select. You can easily access your phone book, your previous calls, received calls. That way you're not looking down to the middle of the car. You got everything right here, right where you're watching. And you also have the GPS navigation in there. That is an awesome feature. That way you're keeping your eyes on the road and just down here. That way you're not wandering around, looking around, trying to find buttons. Move down, navigation. Now this is great. So instead of having to look down there, it'll show go right in 1.2 miles, stuff like that, and it'll show you right up here on the screen. Down. Also, you can access all those metrics we saw earlier, such as ride time, distance, consumption, stuff like that. You can access right here. Come down. You can also see the tire pressure monitoring system in real time, what the tire pressures are. Now this is a unique feature for this year, is the torque split. Now this is only on the Carrera 4s and 4Ss. It'll show you as you're in real time where the torque is on the front wheels or the rear wheels. A couple other vehicle vital signs here. We have our engine temperature, engine pressure, oil pressure, stuff like that. Now we'll start here. In the center, largest gauge is the tachometer. Porsche has been known to do that. That's what they always do. That way you don't have to look away when you're driving. If you went to take it on track, for say, and you're using the paddle shifters, you can be able to see your revs right there as well as your speed. We have our speedometer over here on the left side with the odometer as well and the trip computer. Moving over, you have your oil temperatures and pressures. Moving on to the steering wheel, you have the paddles here. Now the paddles are different than what you're used to in say a Mercedes or a BMW. You can go up or down on both sides. So pushing the button in changes up, pulling it back towards you makes you change down. You can see the plus and minus here. This vehicle also has the cold weather package. So as you have heated seats, you also have a heated steering wheel. The button is on the back of the steering wheel down here. You press it and you get a notification there that says heated steering wheel is on. Up here we have our home link that we have 3 different settings for 3 different garage doors, so you don't have to have ugly clickers hanging up here on your visors. That does it for our interior features video. Check out all our other videos and our inventory at purepursuitauto.com.